today class we're going to be solving the Game of Thrones quiz. So let's go ahead and run through this one time. So notice when we first run through the page, the focus is set to the first text box. So we'll go ahead and run through it. Enter a name. Pick a dragon. And notice that if there are more than 3 dragons, we get a free unsullied warrior. 3 or more. So we'll go ahead and enter 4. And if we select yes for the warranty. So notice that there are 2 if statements here. One if it is greater than or equal to 3, and one if that is the checkbox is checked. So now we are going to need to store the data within the text boxes and the RBLs into local variables. So we're going to need a local variable for our name, the text and value of the dragon type, the number of dragons we pick, and as well as the warranty price, which is $25. And we are also going to need a local variable to store the total. But of course we start everything off with comments. We'll go ahead and do method level, page level, and we also notice that we need to set the focus to the name. So that sets the focus when the page loads. Next we will declare all the variables we need. So first we needed to declare our name, which will be here, which is the ID is txt name. And since it's already in string, we do not need to convert it. Then we will do the value in the text. The value is behind here, so the value behind the radio buttons. First we will store the value, so decimal. And in order to get that, we are going to need to get the RBL dot selected value. And we are going to have to convert that since that is in string format. Next we will need the name or the type of dragon, and this is stored in the selected item.text. And since this is already in string format, we do not need to convert it. We also needed to store the warranty, but that could simply be stored within the local variable declaration here. And we needed to store how many dragons we wanted. And that will be received from the text box, number of dragons, and we are going to need to convert that. So we also needed that des total we talked about to store the total price of all the dragons, and that total is gotten by timesing the dragon, the value, times how many we would like. So the value times int number of dragons, that will give us the total. We can now start our label. Which the first line is your name, and in order to get our name we do str name, and since it's already in string we do not need to convert it, and we'll add a breakpoint, break tag. Remember we need that plus equals for the second part, and the second part was you chose the number and then the text. And we need to convert that to string. We're also going to need a space there. And in order to get the text, we already have that stored in as dragon type. And it's already in a string, so we do not need to convert it, but we do need a break tag. Next, we have to work on our conditions. So we have a condition if it's greater than 3 and if the checkbox is checked. So we'll start with if this will get the number of dragons, and if it's greater than or equal to 3, we're going to go ahead and run this output line, which we will include in the label with the plus equals, and it is and we will need a break tag. That will represent our first if statement, and our second if statement is if this here is checked. This checkbox. So CKB warranty, so if we are going to run this output, and that is going to be and we're going to need a break tag. And also within that, if it is greater than, if it is checked, we need that $25 to be added to desk total. So desk total equals desk total, which we got here, plus in warranty. And then of course we need our last output line, which is our total. Simply desk total. And we're going to put that into a currency. And then finally we need to clear our page. So we're going to go ahead and clear the text boxes. We're going to go ahead and clear the RBL. And we're going to go ahead and clear the checkbox. And now let's run the page to see what we get. Tyler 4, yes, check out. As you can see, that has both of our conditions met, and it also has our total. So as you can see, we have a functioning page.